Okay, here we go. Welcome back to episode 2 of
Don't Ask.
Just Don't Ask. We are excited. We actually have so much motivation to record these right now because it's just so fresh. It's so fun. And I need to figure out what it's like to film something without food in front of me. Like, I need to navigate that sort of content creator podcast mode.
Yeah, I feel like we got the first episode jitters out, so hopefully it's only up from here.
Hopefully. My heart rate's kind of like elevated right now.
No,
though.
I feel like I'm going to throw up. I drank my coffee way too fast this morning.
Yeah, and actually, I'm not even drinking coffee right now because for Lent, I gave up caffeine. Oof. It's been a rough first week.
Tommy, actually, he's done this the past, 3 years?
Yeah.
He actually goes through withdrawals, and he's kind of mean for the first week.
It's the only thing I've ever felt withdrawals from
is
just cold turkey cutting caffeine out of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll probably take a venti coffee, ice cold brew from Starbucks, and then I'll go and have an energy drink.
Not a full one.
Not a full one.
Because we used to have those a lot more, but now we are
Jess doesn't let me.
heart conscious.
Yes.
We've heard bad things.
We have heard bad things. So the first week is rough. I get a headache around 2, 3 p.m.
Yeah.
And then I just turn into a cranky little bitch.
No, he does.
Excuse me.
He does. Usually 95% of the year, you're nothing's ever wrong.
Yeah.
And you're very hard to get phased or rattled by.
Yeah.
First of all, this is Mango. She wasn't here yesterday.
Yeah. Mango is our smallest cat. She is 6 pounds. Right now
She's 3 years old. So she's full grown, not a kitten.
And for those who are listening, she is crawling in between both our chairs right now.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out what comfortable position to put herself in. But she is taking over the show right now.
She's our sweet little angel girl.
She is so sweet.
She's our snuggly girl. She's the least social cat, but most snuggly cat.
Most snuggly cat, for sure. She just loves humans. She doesn't care for her other 3 cats.
No.
Only cares for us and the pets.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So how are you feeling after the first episode?
First episode, I'm feeling good. I definitely could work on my filler words, and I feel like I pause a lot when I talk, but also because I want you to be able to have an opportunity to hop in, because I think we could interrupt each other a lot, and that's what I was nervous about, especially me. I can go on long tangents and just talk. I get that from my mother. Shout out, Mom. Shout out, Mama Winkler.
You're a lot more of a talker than I am, so I appreciate you pausing to give me space to say something.
Yeah, and I just want it to flow. Jess doesn't actually allow me. She said rule number 1, I'm not allowed to talk about food on this podcast, guys. I'm sorry, foodie fam, if you're listening.
You can talk about food, but this is not a food podcast.
Yeah,
well, because
no, you're
Tommy,
right.
you talked about wanting to do a segment just talking about your food videos, and I kind of vetoed it.
Well,
I was I think this is a chance for people to see you besides the food.
It's my comfort conversation talk about.
I think it's because you feel uncomfortable talking about your actual life and you don't know what to talk about. So you're let's just talk about my videos.
No, you're right. That's probably what I'll try to resort to.
So this is good. We're both out of our comfort zones doing this.
We are both out of our comfort zones, which is a good thing to do. Go get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Find something. If you're not feeling uncomfortable, then you need to find a way to feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Which is these shorts right now that are riding up my legs the more and more this episode goes on.
But Mango looks pretty comfortable, so.
Mango's always
She's
comfortable.
the most comfortable out of all of us right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, what do we want to get into today?
Well, you're leaving me today.
Ugh, I am. I'm leaving on a trip to go to Vail, Colorado, to go skiing with my family. We are huge skiers. I said in episode 1, I grew up downhill ski racing, so have done a lot of trips out west to go skiing, and that's what I'm going to do for a few days.
Yeah.
But in order to get there, I am hopping on a flight. Should we say some stories about some of our flying experiences?
Because we've flown a lot. How roughly, how many times do you think we've been on a plane since we've been dating?
Well, in the year 2025, we did a total of, it was a little over 30 flights.
Yeah.
So we probably done in our 5-year relationship, I would say 150 flights. And that counts layovers too.
Yeah.
So it's if you have a layover to get somewhere, counting it as 2 flights to get there. Probably well over 100 flights for sure.
Mm-hmm. Gosh, sorry, her nail just went into my skin.
Yeah.
we've had some interesting encounters though on planes. I feel like you will see kinds of people and interact with kinds of people you will never see anywhere else.
My problem is I feel like you never can sit next to someone who's like as normal as you are. Like, and we probably do weird things for other people too that sit next to us. Like we're pulling out, like I pulled out like a ginormous burrito once that probably reeks of like tuna and chicken and cheese. So I understand that I am a problem too with some of the food that I may bring on the plane. But there's some situations like the one time where a person held me hostage in our seats. I had to go to the bathroom and this guy sitting next to me.
It was the funniest thing. So I'm in the window. Tommy's in the middle seat because he always takes the middle seat when we fly, so I don't have to sit next to a stranger. And then some guy who's probably our age. Yeah. Maybe a little younger.
But he had to have taken like 10 edibles before this flight because he was
just like a bunch of Benadryl or something.
Yeah, I had to go pee and he was sleeping. And I always feel bad anyways because I have to wake him up to go to the bathroom. And Jess is always like, don't do it. But I can only wait so long. So I tap on this guy's shoulder. Like I build the courage. I tap his shoulder like, hey, like kind of pointing to the bathroom. He had headphones in, so I don't know if he was listening to anything, but he was asleep. And I was like, I got to go to the bathroom. And he looks at me and he just nods his head. He's like, okay. Turns back facing forward and just puts his head back down and goes back to sleep. And I look at Jess. I'm just like, what do I do? And Jess just has the most confused look on her face. And she's like, try again.
But then he did it again. I think he did it like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I did it again. Same case scenario. Yeah. Looks at me, nods his head. I don't know what he thinks I'm saying at this point. I'm like, and then eventually I actually like spoke up because I was just mouthing words like I got to go to the bathroom.
Because he had like his whole seat was kind of a mess. He had like plugged headphones in that were like attached to the TV, but he was sleeping. Then he had like wrappers. 10 Biscoff wrappers like on the floor, so he was kind of just all over the place.
He was, and eventually I think it was the 4th try, he finally understood and got up for me to go to the bathroom.
But then I think when you came back, he was back asleep. And you had to like re-wake him. It was like a whole thing.
As if he wasn't expecting me to come back to go from the bathroom.
Yeah.
I don't know. Weird case scenarios on the plane.
So hopefully you have a somewhat normal flight. There and back.
Yeah, I hope so too. The flight out there isn't very full, which is nice. Also a little plane hack for people. If you want to have a row to yourself and you're flying with 2 passengers, if you're feeling risque, book the window seat and book the aisle seat because the odds of someone booking the middle seat, slim to none. The reason why we don't do it is because I don't even want to risk it.
Knowing our luck, somebody probably would pick that seat.
And just stay there. I know you're like, hey, do you want to trade to go sit in the aisle? And I bet they're like, no, we're good.
I'm fine with the middle.
Yeah, and it's like, well, I'm trying to sit next to my fiance here.
Didn't that happen? I think your parents were recently on a flight where it was like, there was like a couple and like your mom was like in between a couple and your mom was like, do you want me to like switch you guys and be together? And they were like, no, like we're fine being apart. But they were like talking over your mom during the flight and your mom was like, I don't really know what's going on.
Why didn't we switch
Then the lady like bought her an espresso martini and then your mom was happy and she was like,
oh yeah, they're best friends. Yeah. So sometimes you could hear it working out for the better.
Yeah.
But in our case scenario, probably wouldn't happen that way.
Probably not.
Gosh. Yeah. Flying on planes is a whole different environment. And we get like sick of people after airports.
Ugh. Going to like airports or like amusement parks, I feel like you go and then you're like, I never want to interact with another person for like at least a month.
And we've spent a lot of time in airports.
Yeah.
We've done overnights in airports out in like Europe and stuff for like long layovers. Yeah. Just trying to sleep in one of those plastic chairs is probably the worst.
No, it's horrible. What are you most excited for in Vail?
Ooh.
Well, Tommy is like, okay. We went last year. I went for the first time last year.
She did.
Tommy and his whole family grew up skiing, so they're like very good at it. I had never skied until I met Tommy because I'm from like Illinois. There's not really many ski hills over here.
Not really.
There's more in Wisconsin. And so going to Vail was probably, I think it was my 3rd or 4th time ever skiing. And I was put in the ski class and I got a lot better from it, but I wouldn't necessarily say I enjoyed it because they just put you on a super steep hill and the coach guy was like, all right, Jessica, you're first, go down.
Yeah.
And I was like,
well, okay, I kind of set her up there because I put her expertise level at intermediate.
And I was a beginner. I was a beginner. I was going pizza down the hill, and he's like, I don't want to see anyone doing pizza.
Because if you do beginner, you're going to be learning stuff that I thought you already knew. Intermediate, I'm like, this will challenge her. This will make her better.
It ended up being good for me, but I do not like being pushed outside of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Or going first to demonstrate anything for a group.
Yeah.
And that ended up being the case for me.
Yeah, but you crushed it. And then she did 3 days of skiing out there, which is a lot. Out in Colorado for someone who's first time out there.
There were parts of my legs that were sore that I didn't even know had muscles.
Yeah.
Like the front of my shins were sore because like even just standing in ski boots, I was like, this is just the weirdest feeling. And you guys are such naturals. And I feel bad being out there because like Tommy is so much better than I am. But I feel like he's stuck on the little green runs with me.
But I like watching Jess progress.
Yeah.
I like just watching Jess ski. She gets into it. She gets intense.
I get into it.
But
we did a little ski trip this year. We did a little weekend trip in Wisconsin, and that was fun.
Yeah, it was just a cute little hill, and it was just rapid fire runs. So got a lot of time on the skis.
But also, the hill was empty because we had planned the trip like earlier in the month.
Yeah.
It ended up being like the coldest weather that the Wisconsin's seen in January. It was like
literally,
the wind chill was like
-20.
Yeah. We were like 2 of 5 people out on that hill all weekend. So we got a lot of runs in, but like we couldn't be out there too long.
And then because of the cold, my windshield on my car cracked.
Oh, it broke.
I preheated the car when it was -20 out, and the expansion contraction of the windshield just shattered my windshield. Yeah. So that was unfortunate. But I'm hoping the ski trip doesn't make me too sore because I have a marathon coming up in like 2 weeks. Yeah. In 2 weeks.
Less than 2 weeks.
Oh my goodness. It's in Los Angeles on March 8th. Wish me luck. 26.2 miles.
Tommy's second marathon. Let's talk about your first ever marathon, which was not that long ago. It was in the end of December.
The Honolulu Marathon.
So he finished this marathon. He goes, I am never running another marathon again. Maybe 2 hours later, he's like, you know what? I have to do another one. He's looking into other ones, and he booked it like a few days after you finished the Honolulu one.
It was just a nightmare of a marathon, and unfortunate that it was my first one. It took me, I was planning to run it in under 4 hours.
Your whole training, like you were like totally fine with it. You were on track to doing it under 4 hours.
I did a 20-mile run, and I was running it at a 9-minute pace, which is the pace you need to run at to run a sub 4 hour. I did the marathon in 5 hours and 3 minutes. Like,
well, explain like
that was
why it was so horrible.
I mean, first off, the day started just downpouring, and there's no cover, there's no shelter out there. So you start off with your clothes are sopping wet, your socks are sopping wet.
You were hiding in a porta potty until it started because there actually was like no other place to try to stay dry.
No other place.
They said it was like monsoon weather. Like it was kind of like a little out of the ordinary for like that time in Hawaii.
Yeah, and I made a long form YouTube video that I posted on my YouTube page about the whole training process and then the actual race day. But just, you got to run 26.2 miles when your socks are soaked, which is disgusting.
Yeah. Your like feet are like pruned before you even started your run.
And then that just spiked the humidity. So you're sweating so much, which made me overcompensate with my liquids. And by mile 6, I was like, I'm struggling.
Yeah. We saw you on mile 6 and I was like, he doesn't look as good as like some of the runs I've seen. And then we saw you on mile 11.
Oh, yeah.
And right after we saw him, he texted me and he goes, I'm not doing well.
Yeah.
Like, this is not going well. And you were like, I don't know if I can do this.
Both quads cramped up at mile 12.
And you have 14 miles left. You're not even halfway. And you couldn't walk.
Like medical tents. And I was tempted to make an excuse and just call it quits. But it would have just been so like embarrassing if I would have done that.
I think it helped that you ran it with Johnny, your older brother.
I did.
So I think you felt like it was good to have that motivation to be like, I have to at least finish it.
And he was already way past me at that point. He was probably a mile and a half ahead.
We saw Tommy again at mile like 21, and Johnny was like, we were nervous because I was with Tommy's parents. And we were nervous because we were waiting for you because Johnny had already gone by on mile 21.
Yeah.
And you were like 2 or 3 miles behind. And we were like, first of all, we're not going to see Johnny finish because we're trying to like wait for you. Johnny had run multiple marathons beforehand. So we kind of wanted to be there for Tommy, like at his stops. We knew how much you were struggling.
Yeah.
And you run past us. You're like, can I catch up to Johnny? And we're like, no, just keep going. Just
Worry
keep
about
going.
yourself. And I'm passing people who at that point after mile 20 are on the ground, passed out, like getting medical attention. So, I mean, I'm sorry for them, but that was kind of like a motivational booster for me that I'm still up and alive and going.
Well, there was those people. Then there's a guy running in a full Darth Vader costume, a guy running with
barefoot,
like a trumpet,
playing the trumpet the whole time,
the entire
a trombone.
Trombone,
So all
even
the way,
bigger.
yeah, even 3-4 times the size.
No, so you saw some people struggling, but then you saw some people, and you're like, I can't believe I just got passed by a guy playing the trombone.
And then mile 24,
miles.
I think I was passed by a 12-year-old.
There was a few kids there. Like we were waiting for you. And we saw like a mom with like her little children running.
I'm like, dude, was it legal for you to be jumping and running this 26 miles at that age?
Probably not.
But yeah, I mean, I got beat by a 12-year-old. That's fine. I finished and I'm happy. And now I'm about to go get redemption in LA.
Yeah, I think that's what this one's about. You just like, you don't necessarily want to run again. You just want to beat.
Yeah.
Because you were not happy with how you did last time.
My goal this year is to run a sub 4-hour marathon. I don't think I'm going to do it in LA. I'm just going to go for a sub 5 at this point because I'm trying to beat my last time. But hopefully I am going to make it into the Chicago Marathon. I'm not going to make it in by time. Hopefully I can find a sponsor or I'll start up a charity of my own to run it and raise money for that to get into the Chicago Marathon because that's my dream marathon and that's where all my family can easily travel to. I was gonna say travel to. I like to make up words sometimes.
Tommy makes up a lot of words. You combine words a lot.
Yeah, I do.
I can't even think of an example, but you do it all the time.
And I'm sure I'll do it in one of these episodes.
You'll do it at some point. So if you hear a word and you're like, it's probably not even a real word.
English was my weakest subject in school.
That was my strongest.
Yeah.
We're opposites. Tommy was a math and science guy. Now was a reading and English girl.
Like, I think, like, my scores on English and reading was, like, the below average.
Oof.
Yeah, it hurt.
I mean, that was me with math and science, though. I can't. Even now, I get so embarrassed if we're, like, playing games with people, and they're like, doing math so fast in their head, and I'm, like, secretly trying to pull out my calculator, because I'm like, it's going to take me forever to do the math in my head.
Well, she does math with her fingers and, like, takes, like, sub numbers and subtracts. I do mine based off, like, memorization of just numbers that I know equal what. I don't know. Yeah. It's more memorization for me for math and just.
I have to like. I'm a visual person, so I have to like write it out in the air and try to like. And it's embarrassing, but I've made it this far.
You have made it this far. You've gotten better.
I'm not really like trying to get better at math, but
yeah, I guess I wasn't like trying to get better at reading, but
you are.
But I am.
You are.
Yeah. Shout out to you for that. Let's dive into roles that we play in the house. Okay. Let's do a little role play here.
I don't know if that's what we would call this.
Okay.
But
yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like we kind of have like unconventional roles in the house.
We do. I love to cook. I'm the food guy, obviously.
So Tommy makes all the meals.
I make everything. Because
he drives.
I drive.
And that was like opposite for me growing up. Like my mom always made dinner and my mom always drove. So it's actually really nice. I just like, expected that I had to do that when I got older. I was like, oh, at some point I'm going to have to learn how to cook.
Yeah.
But I'm like, thank goodness I don't have to.
I've
tried a few times and you're like, it's really nice, but like I'll just do it so we can actually enjoy the meal.
Yeah. And I think she more does it when I'm gone.
Not even, honestly. I stopped. I order takeout.
She does.
We had this conversation last night, so I was like,
we did. I was like, you don't need to deliver everything. I was like, I just want to see you try. I go to Costco and I get stuff for her to cook. Easy stuff that are frozen. You throw into the oven. You throw into the air fryer.
Oh, sorry, this is Cheddar. This is the other cat that didn't show up.
Oh, he didn't.
Hi, buddy.
Cheddar, welcome to Don't Ask.
Welcome to Don't Ask, Cheddar.
He's our orange cat, big orange male cat.
As you can tell.
Has the craziest energy.
Yes, he's our good boy, though.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, but I was telling Tommy last night, I was like, we're at the stage in our relationship now because it's been so long.
We don't have the spray bottle.
We don't.
Cheddar, down. You should be fine.
We're at the stage now where it's like I get sad when really sad when you leave for more than like 3 days because that's a long time to be by myself. But I'm like, it actually is kind of nice to like have the house to myself and I can like order whatever I want for dinner.
Yeah.
And, like watch whatever I want. I read a lot more than I do like when you're home.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, you got this in the fridge. I put this in the fridge for you. Like, oh, I prepped some burgers for you. I get home a few days later, not even touched.
Well, I want to enjoy my dinner. I just know I wouldn't enjoy it to the full capacity I could if I just got it.
And that's fair because you have tried in the beginning when I left. This is like probably back at the apartment a few years ago.
But then I would be like FaceTiming you the whole time I'm making dinner. So I'm like, how long do you do this for?
I had to send her paragraphs of like essentially a cooking tutorial of how to make this dinner for her. So I guess you kind of saved me the time from sending that.
Well, yeah, I'll just order. I'll get like Indian food, get like Thai food. I don't know. I just kind of get whatever I want.
Jess does do the laundry though. And oh my goodness, God bless. That is amazing. I hate doing laundry. I don't even know how to do it.
Genuine question. Have you ever done your laundry?
Not
even
college,
being mean, but like.
Back in college before I met you. Because I did a year of college before Jess. So that year of college, I did my laundry. And then Jess came into the picture and started helping me.
Laundry day, honestly, is the worst. But
we have laundry.
I keep telling myself, like, I should enjoy the amount of laundry we have now. Because when we have kids, it's going to be so much worse.
Yeah.
But then I'm thinking, like, if I hate it now, I'm going to hate it so much when we have kids. And I remember, now I understand my mom more growing up. Because she was like, please, can somebody just, like, can you do your own laundry? And we were like, oh, well, I don't know how to.
Yeah, that's fair. But I think it's kind of funny when you came into the picture, especially at school. Jess would do some of my homework assignments for me in school. Like the English assignments or when I had to write an essay or something, she would just like be able to write an actual proper grammar structured paragraph for me.
Yeah, I mean, well, that was at the time where, like, right before you dropped out, you were like trying to balance social media with school. Yeah. And you were just falling behind on those subjects. So I was trying to help best I could.
There was 2 weeks. 2 weeks before I dropped out, 2 weeks went by where I didn't do a single assignment, didn't go to a single class. I was too busy building a business. I was building a brand, and it got us to where we are now.
No, for sure. It all ended up the way
taking risks,
should have.
Taking chances, scratching each other's backs, rubbing each other's elbows.
Who says that?
You know, just...
Is that a phrase? Rubbing each other's elbows?
I don't think so, right?
I've never heard that.
Maybe that's more of like a conflicting, like you're bumping elbows.
Something like that.
You know, we're zipping each other's jackets. We're brushing each other's teeth.
I think that you're just making these
You're scrubbing each other's tongues.
Ew, no, I don't like that one.
Sorry, we get to stop for this.
I don't like that one.
Takes a turn.
Later this year, we haven't booked anything yet, but we tentatively have a big trip planned that we've been wanting to do for a while.
A big trip planned.
We've been wanting to do it for a really long time, just haven't found the right timing for it. But we have a good gap at the end of this year where we aren't doing much travel.
We want to go to China.
Never been there before.
China
But we love Asia, so we've been really wanting to go.
Yeah, and China seems like the most futuristic country in the whole world, depending on what city you go to.
Besides Dubai, but I don't really want to go there.
Yeah, you don't really care for Dubai. I would like to go to Dubai. They got some very unique stuff over there.
But we want to go. We want to do Beijing and Shanghai because we want to do the Disney out there and the Universal out there. We've done every Universal in the world but the one in China. So Literally. It's like been on our bucket list for a while, so we can cross off all the Universal studios in the world.
And that'll be so interesting. The other Universals we've been to, Orlando Universal. Orlando is in Florida.
Florida, yeah.
United States, that is. And then California Universal. Singapore Universal.
Cool. That was
a cool one. It wasn't very big. No. But it was cool. They didn't really have too many rides either.
Yeah.
But it was super cheap. The tickets were probably like $20.
$20.
Yeah. To get in there. And then the last one is in China. I don't know. Is that Beijing?
No, isn't there a Tokyo one?
Universal?
Yeah.
Tokyo. Oh, we did that one.
Could we did Tokyo?
You're right.
Because we were in Japan and we did Disney and Universal, but then there is also like that Disney Sea.
Yeah.
And we just didn't end up doing that, but now because it looks so cool, we want to go back and do that too.
Yeah, that one's in Osaka, the Universal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did that one though too.
We did. And so the last one is it Beijing or Shanghai?
I think
we get them
Universal's in Beijing and Disney's in Shanghai.
Yeah.
Could be flip-flopped.
Yeah. But it's still in China, so we want to go check out those.
Well, and there's a new Epic Universe in Orlando, Florida, and we are going to that soon.
Yeah, we're going that in a couple months, actually, in April.
Yeah. For our bachelorette trip.
Yeah.
We're doing a joint trip and we're going to go there.
We're going to go do the regular Universal Studios and then go check out Universal Epic because they have a whole bunch of new cool parks.
It looks so cool.
It's going to be so cool.
I'm excited for that trip.
Me too.
We're going to have like 10 plus people.
Yeah.
I have my whole bridal party. I feel kind of bad. Some of Tommy's groomsmen, just like the time didn't really work out. But you did like a Vegas trip earlier this year with most of your groomsmen. So it kind of makes up for that.
No, I did. Yeah. And I'll do more trips with my groomsmen too. They like to, my groomsmen like to travel. So I do a lot of trips with them anyways.
But your trips are just golf trips. They're not like bachelor trips.
Those are the best.
I mean, yeah.
Warm weather, golfing.
To each their own.
Yeah. To each their own.
I'm excited for Orlando though.
We got this big Airbnb for everyone. It sleeps like 20 people.
Yeah.
And we were going to have like close to 20 people go.
We were going to, because we invited all of our bridal parties, and then we said like whoever's like boyfriend or girlfriend can come with if they want.
Significant others, everyone. We wanted to include obviously the groomsmen and bridesmaids. And then, their significant others, which is exactly what you just said. I am just filling in the sentence.
Well, it doesn't hurt to really emphasize that.
Yeah, just elaborate.
Our bridal parties will be there on the bachelorette trip.
They will be
Bachelor
there.
and bachelorette trip.
Thanks.
No, it's going to be awesome. I think one of the nights we're there because my sisters, both of my sisters are my maid of honors. I have 2 maid of honors.
Fun.
And they're like planning the whole trip, and we're going to do like a hibachi chef is going to come to the house one night. So maybe that'd be a cool video you could make.
That could be cool.
Like an at-home like hibachi chef.
Yeah, like they're like throwing like shrimps into our mouths and stuff, and like cracking eggs on our heads, and like doing a whole bunch of just like 6-7 train hearts, you know?
Maybe.
Hibachi chefs are the best.
No, they are. I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun trip.
It's going to be a great trip. And another trip that we are going to be doing is
the honeymoon?
Wait a minute. The honeymoon. But do we want to talk about the honeymoon yet?
We could talk about the honeymoon. Honestly,
it's a little undecided.
Well, we have something booked, but currently with the state of what's going on, now it's up in the air because initially we had booked we're going to Cancun.
And I don't know how much we want to dive into that because I don't know how much this is going to get restricted for talking about topics like that.
Yeah, we're just going to say like we have it booked for Cancun. We don't know how safe it will be to go there. Hopefully everything is fine in the next few months.
Yeah.
But we could, like, we have like time to cancel it and rebook it. But I really hope it works out because I was really excited about the place we were going to.
Yeah, because currently that area is in a state of emergency due to some unsafe conditions and stuff that's going on there. Yeah. So hopefully anyone else that is there right now, please, if you can't get out safely, please be safe. So we'll see what happens for our honeymoon, but that would be kind of the future trip.
Like we were so excited for it. We have the flights booked, have the room booked.
Yeah. And the resort is like very private and it's perfect for a honeymoon vibe. Cool. So romantic. Yeah. But should we talk about other past trips? Should we keep talking about trips?
Yeah, let's talk about what's your favorite trip that we've done in the past?
Oof. That's incredibly hard. I would say.
How about favorite and least favorite? Get a little controversial.
Yeah. Favorite trip we've done in the past would have to be Japan.
Yeah, you love Japan.
Well, Japan, just because we did Universal and Disney there, but also the food is incredible. Yeah. Like the chefs out there and the street vendors are so talented and make the best food. And sorry, I won't talk about food too much on the trip.
You could talk about it.
I'm just kidding. I'm just playing into
Whenever we go on trips, though, we always find like a dessert that we find like the first night, and then we are obsessed with it, and we get it every night. When we were in Japan, that was melon pan.
Oh my goodness, melon pan
from 7-Eleven.
Oh,
so every night,
or the street vendor if we could find one.
The street vendor melon pan,
because then it came out like warm and crispy on the outside.
Well, and there was that like the cheese coin too.
Oh,
like we got that yen. In a few days.
Yeah, it was the yen cheese coin.
That was really good too.
Incredible, and just the best food. And we're a little untraditional with our trips when we travel because it is oriented around the food, and we're just going from food stop to food stop to food stop. It's not like a destination. You know, we're not trying to hit popular touristy areas. We're not into that.
Me and Tommy really are like on the same page when we travel because like we don't really care for like museums, tours. We don't like group tours.
No,
we kind of like to do our own thing.
Or even expenditures.
Wait, what's the word? You mix adventure like expeditions?
Expedition? No, not expedition.
Excursions.
Excursions.
Oh my gosh.
Expeditions.
You just like dragged me down in the stupidity right there.
Oh, damn.
I was like ready to make fun of you, but I was like, wait, I actually don't. The word's not coming to my mind either.
So there you go. There's my word of the day. Expedentures.
Yeah, that's your example of Tommy just mixes words together.
Uh-huh.
So I feel like we have like a really good routine when we travel because like
on the same
I
page.
feel like you don't really want to do things I don't want to do and vice versa.
Yeah, like same interests. It's more laid back. Let's find the best food possible. And if there is something of interest like snorkeling, we like to like go in the water, maybe a boat ride somewhere, sunset vibes. We'll go do it.
The food is awesome when we travel, but honestly, sometimes it kind of sucks. I feel like you work so hard to like look good on a trip.
Yeah.
But then I probably never feel worse about myself like when we're leaving those trips because you try to make so many videos while you're there, which makes sense because it's like there's so many cool things. Maybe we probably won't go back there for a long time.
Exactly.
But I feel like the worst I've ever felt.
You feel like a slug. I mean, literally, you probably put on like 10 pounds on these trips.
And you don't want to like get in your bathing suit and go on the beach because I'm like, no one wants to see that.
And then there's no time to work out either.
No.
Because you're trying to experience all the new things there and like going to the gym for a couple hours on vacation. Who wants to do that?
Our working out is just like walking around.
Yeah. I mean,
which I think is like,
we get in probably like 20,000 steps a day.
Lot of steps.
We walk a lot.
We do. The past 2 years, we've done Tomorrowland in Belgium.
Oh, yeah.
Those are some of the longest days I've like, ever experienced in my life.
We're doing like 30K plus.
Because like you wake up, the shuttle leaves at 11 a.m. To go to the festival. You get there, then the main like person on the main stage doesn't go on till I think they go on at midnight and they end at like 1:30. Then it's like a mile walk back to the shuttle.
At least, probably maybe 2 miles.
At least. And so we don't get back to our hotel room, probably 3 a.m.
Because you need to wait for everyone else that's going back to that hotel to get onto the shuttle. And some of those are like people who are working the event, so they're closing up. They're needing to shut down some things.
And you can't like Uber. We've tried.
There's no option.
You will walk at least 5 miles to get to an Uber.
And then it's like a $200 Uber to go.
Yeah.
15 minutes.
But it's such a cool festival. We keep going back.
Yeah.
But like right after we're leaving, where I'm kind of like, ugh, I don't know if we can go next year. Like I'm exhausted even thinking about it. But then like this time of the year rolls around and I'm like, I'm kind of excited for it.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Like, it's really cool.
Again, they have great food. They have over like 300 food stands of different different cuisines.
Yeah.
From different countries at all these food stands.
No, but it's cool. We're not like festival goers. I think that's the only like festival we've been to. But I think it has the best food of any festival.
I think so because it has the most options.
We're not big concert goers, unfortunately. I am more interested in going, but Tommy doesn't really. You're not a fan of like making like a day out of something you're not super interested in. And concerts nowadays are honestly like a whole day ordeal.
They are, and I like my freedom. Like I don't being stuck in a seat. I like the festivals because you can hop around from different stages. You can go get food. But when you're going to a concert, you're like, oh, here's your seat next to thousands of other people. You're crammed in. Oh, you want to go get a $15 hot dog and a $10 water. And, oh, it's probably going to be dry and pre-made 10 hours ago. And it's just not my style.
Who is somebody that like you would go to a concert for?
Oh, come on. Taylor Swift.
Well, yeah.
The Eras tour.
Well, yeah, we did that twice. Tommy ate a hot dog for every era at the Eras tour. So you had 10 hot dogs?
Yeah, it was like a dozen hot dogs. And,
you had a lot of hot dogs.
And the thing about that is it was like a 3.5 hour show. So that's almost what I call it as a show, not a concert. Because that was so elaborate and just fully put out. Like
even if you don't like know her music, it was almost like a Broadway show. Like it was cool just to like watch.
So many different sets, so many different costume changes. Every single song in her entire career.
I mean, yeah.
It was impressive. It wasn't just like, oh, this singer's going to hop on, stand in front of a microphone and sing 10
just, like,
songs.
Bop around stage.
Exactly. Like this.
But you also, what's your other favorite concert you've been to?
Oh, Jordan Davis, Luke Combs.
I think we've seen
electric.
We've seen both of them twice.
Yeah.
Those are fun. We like country concerts.
Country concerts are fun.
Yeah.
But I really have only been to probably 5 concerts in my entire life.
I grew up like near a concert venue, so I've like been to a decent amount, but it was like they're not like concerts like those, not like in a stadium or anything. Those like
It's like an amphitheater.
there's an amphitheater where it's like you just get like lawn tickets and you just go like stand in the grass. But that gets old really quick. That's fun in high school when you like go with your friends and you like meet your friends in the lawn. When I'm older, I'm like, I don't want to be standing with a bunch of high school hooligans nowadays.
That is the crowd. It kind of stays the same age crowd. You do grow out of it.
It does, but it's like good for them. It is fun.
Oh yeah, it's an experience that I think everyone should try and do.
I saw Kesha and Macklemore. That was like fun concert.
Pitbull goes there.
Yeah, my sister saw Pitbull last year. She tried to get us all to go. T-Pain and Pitbull.
T-Pain and Pitbull.
What concerts have you been to like before we dated? Any?
Just one Luke Combs concert.
Really? But you went to a festival.
I went to a festival.
Did you go to like the country thing?
The country, yeah, Country Thunder.
Country Thunder, yeah.
But that was, really, I mean, I guess there was a whole bunch of artists there, but Luke Combs was the headline.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe Tim McGraw, maybe
really?
He was there. I don't think so, because Luke Combs probably wouldn't have been headliner if he was there.
He wasn't as big at that point.
This was like 8 years ago.
Yeah. It's funny, we live Chicago area, but neither one of us has been to Lollapalooza.
Never.
I grew up in Chicago area. 90% of people I know have been there. I just, for some reason, have never gone.
No.
But now I feel like I don't care to go because it's so much.
It's almost like the same case scenario. And it's just super hot at that time of year.
It's hot because August. And it's like you can't like do anything. Like I've been to like the St. Patrick's Day parade in Chicago and I kind of equivalent that to like I assume that's how Lollapalooza feels. Like you can't use a public restroom. They don't let you use it. Like you can't walk down the street. People are throwing up. Some guy sneezed on me on the train and I was like, ugh.
You're just bumping into sweaty people.
No, you are. And everyone's just like on something and no one really knows what's going on.
If you rub up against someone and they leave like a sweat smear on your arm, oh my goodness.
That's
like
disgusting.
That's like gagged.
Gagged? Well, also I don't drink at all. So those kinds of things like aren't fun for me because I'm just like watching everybody just be weird.
Well, it's also like you like be drinking, getting dehydrated, which is the worst combination possible.
Yeah. Like we've never done Coachella, but I've heard it's a huge issue out there.
Yeah.
Because you're in the desert and a water is like $15 and people are just like passing out left and right.
Yeah. I mean, you'd rather spend that $15 on another drink.
I mean, yeah, if you're gonna pay that.
Yeah, then buy a water.
So at this point, I don't know if I'd even want to go to Coachella.
Oh, I mean, I guess Coachella, I would maybe go. It depends on the conditions.
Conditions and like who's performing. I wouldn't go just for like the heck of it. If there was like somebody I really loved that was performing, I'd go.
Yeah. If we were like invited somehow, which we've never been, then maybe I'd go. I don't know if I'd spend the thousands of dollars to go and do it.
It is. Yeah. I feel like we're not really those kinds of people, unfortunately. It seems like fun. People seem to really enjoy it. And like the outfits are fun. Like people get all dressed up.
Yeah.
But like when we did like Tomorrowland, I like do fun outfits for the first 2 days. The third day every year, I'm just like in biker shorts and a t-shirt. Cause I'm like, I can't even put in the effort. Cause you get cute pictures, but then you're stuck in that outfit all day and you're sweaty and uncomfortable and you're in it till 3 a.m.
Yeah. You got a cute outfit on right now.
Oh my gosh, thank you. This is my workout outfit.
She's got this nice long sleeve zip up and some nice little like flowy shorts. I'm just wearing
shorts,
an athletic sweatshirt right now and some basic workout shorts. Well, because we're going to go to the gym after this.
Yeah. You need new shorts though. Tommy's been running into an issue because of how much he's running. He's just getting holes in all of his pants. I'm not sure like logistically what's going on that you're getting holes in everything, but you like low-key need a new wardrobe for your bottom half.
Maybe it's just like toxic like farts while I'm running or something.
No, that's also why I hate doing laundry right now because I feel like just moving your clothes from the hamper into the washing machine.
I'm sorry. You know, but it's hard work. Like you're put in hard work, picking up like my hard work, like a whole bunch of hard work.
I think we should move on from whatever you're talking about.
Should we talk about what kind of like cute little nicknames we call each other?
We don't really have many.
I think we have a ton because it's based on like one base.
We have one main nickname that we've kind of do a little elaborate ones from them.
I kind of wanted to bring this up because I think there's going to be a time in this podcast where I'm going to call you it.
Yeah,
And
you're
then
gonna
people
slip
be like,
up.
"What did you
not
call
me
her?"
Jess. We don't call each other Jess and Tommy.
Yeah. Well,
Like if
you call me Tommy a lot.
well, because when I like need to get a point across to you, I'm like, Tommy, don't do that. Or I'm like, Tommy, please stop. Or like something like that. When I like need to like get like to show I'm serious, I'll say Tommy.
Like in talking right now, if I say like Jess, if I call you Jess because that's what the viewers would understand you as,
Yeah.
I feel weird calling you that.
No, it does feel weird. I feel like it just sounds too formal.
We call each other Bubs.
Bub.
Bubs.
Bubs.
Bubs the
Bubs the
Wubs.
Wubs.
Bubsis. Wubsis. Bubsies. Wubsies. Bubbers.
Those are more like joke
But
nicknames.
you got to be careful because you don't want to say blubbers.
No. No. Oh,
Dancing on a fine line there.
that could go bad pretty quickly.
Imagine me called Blubs.
What a horrible nickname that would be.
Yeah.
Tommy calls our cat Olive Queen Chunkus.
She is a queen chunkers. I mean, if you could see her. Oh, you saw her in the first episode.
She has big hips.
She's a chunky cat.
And we took her to the vet recently, and they're like, we're not saying she's overweight, but it would be good if she didn't gain any more.
Yeah, they did say exactly that. She's got that swaying belly vibe, you know? She walks with some oomph behind her.
We have body types of all kinds in this household.
Oh, yeah.
Mango's our little petite girl.
She is.
Olive's got some curves. Cheddar's
Cheddar's
our skinny
the
boy.
Skinny boy. He lost half a pound.
He did. Well, it's because Tommy's trying to get Olive to
No.
lose weight, so all the cats in the household are being affected by Olive's diet.
Yeah, they are. But also because we got Bosco, and Cheddar and Bosco play nonstop. So I think that's also why.
No, for sure. Like they.
Oh, here. If you are watching right now, sorry if you are listening, but we have a picture of all four of our cats in a
we had them
bathtub. So
Sounds weird.
just try to picture that in your head if you're listening. And on the left, I guess that would be your right. I don't know.
No, the left.
Okay, the left.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, because facing it is
Yeah.
Cheddar.
Yep.
He is eating a slice of pizza.
Why not?
Then the black cat is Bosco.
Mhm.
And then we got little Miss Mango. She's also
Little
in
Miss
Jess's lap
Mango.
right now.
still
She
is.
loves the belly pets.
Yes, she does.
And she makes unlimited biscuits.
But okay, sorry, continue. I have a story after that.
And then the last cat, Olive.
Olive.
Yes.
Olive
She's the sassiest.
is our sassy one. She's been like actually kind of bullying Bosco.
Oh, for sure.
We don't know
bullying.
what's going on. I think she's really mad that we keep adding cats to the household. They never like fight. She's not aggressive, but she just stampede chases him around the house. And poor Bosco's like he's like whimpering down, like he's like scared of her.
And Bosco is super feisty too.
He is, but not towards her though.
But not towards Olive.
She's very unwarrantedly mean towards
Well,
him.
she like aggressively does like the double paw bats and like tries and literally
She tries to intimidate him like out of
intimidate
the room.
Uh-huh.
But she gets like fixated on him. Moving on. But I was gonna say, Mango, yeah, she makes a lot of biscuits on my lap, but she also drools uncontrollably because she like 2 years ago maybe we took her to the vet and they were like her teeth or like her gums were really red and she has some sort of like cat gingivitis. So we took her to the cat dentist and they did a cleaning and they have to like put her under. So like they were doing the cleaning and they called us halfway through the cleaning and we are like, her teeth are like, they're looking really bad and like, we're sorry, but like she's going to have about 15 teeth removed because they were just causing her more pain than good.
Which is like a little over half of all her teeth.
Yeah.
She still has her canines in the front, but she lost like all her molars except for one. And so she just, her saliva just flows right out of her mouth.
Yeah, she has no teeth to stop it.
Sleeping.
And they said like most likely in the future she'll have to get the rest taken out.
Yeah.
But we brush her teeth every night. And then when we're gone, we don't have our cat sitter like brush her teeth. That's a lot. We have like special like tooth powder to put in their food.
That helps with their ortho teeth.
But she's just our happy kitty. She's been happier without them.
Oh yeah, she eats a lot more.
I cried uncontrollably. We picked her up from the dentist and she's like all loopy and she didn't know what was going on and her mouth was all swollen. It was so sad.
Yeah, she was like trying to walk but falling over because she was still like getting off the anesthesia. Doing surgery on your pets is just so sad.
So sad. Then Olive has like stomach problems, so she's on like special fiber food.
Olive is a spoiled girl. She's on like this processing that is like a protein hypersynthesizing protein.
And of course, it's a lot more expensive than just regular cat food.
Yeah.
Then Cheddar has like a little bump on his head, and we keep having to go in and get it checked to make sure it's not like growing or anything.
Yeah, not like a tumor or something.
Yeah.
But we believe it is just like a scar from when he was younger and a stray.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sad story about Cheddar. When we got him, he was only at the shelter for like a week or so, but they said they had found him as a stray, and then another family had adopted him, but then returned him 4 days later because they put him in the bathroom for 4 days and he was just meowing a lot because he wanted to get out.
Yeah.
And they said he was too noisy, so they returned him.
Uh-huh.
Our poor boy.
Of course he's going to want to get out of a bathroom.
And he is a loud cat to begin with.
He meows a lot.
And we have noticed, like, if he's like alone in a room, he will just meow a lot. So I'm sure he probably was a little annoying, but like, I'm so glad he's with us now.
Oh yeah, he gets all the room in the world.
And Bosco, he was the longest cat at the shelter.
He was there for almost a year.
Almost
in the
a year.
shelter.
I had my eye on him for a while. And Tommy did not want a fourth cat, and I eventually suckered him in, and we saw him, and we were like, we have to get him.
Yeah, 4 cats is a lot of cats.
It's a lot of cats.
You like need 2 people to like run a household of 4 cats.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, we're outnumbered now. Like you can't stop all of them.
This has actually been a good podcast episode.
They've been relaxed.
I think because the time we're recording this is their sleep time.
Yeah.
Our first episode we recorded was at nighttime. It was pretty late. So that was the time at which they're awake and they're ready to go. Mm-hmm. But now they're all cashed out and we just kind of given up. I mean, you're not supposed to let your cat. I don't like letting the cats on the counters or the tables, but there's nothing you can do about it.
You can't stop them all because you take one down and another one jumps on the other counter across the kitchen and it's like,
you're just going to cause yourself more stress trying to get them down and then picking them up. Like
the hair gets all over.
Yeah, because then you move them and the hair goes in the air.
We just move them off the table when we're eating, but besides that, we've kind of lost control.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they sleep on top of our cabinets in the kitchen.
Yeah. They're so cute up there, though.
They are so cute. We bought this 8-foot tall cat tree.
Guys, this cat tree is the most absurd thing.
Ridiculous. It has like 13 petals that come off of it. It has 6, they call it kitty condos. Yeah. And then at the top of it is the kitty penthouse.
But then the penthouse is we have like a ledge in our wall. So cats jump up on like the little ledge, but we can't reach them.
No.
So it's a whole thing.
And we have like these like hanging plants up there, but they're chewing on the plants.
Yeah, half the plants are gone now.
So this is, our life at home, trying to control 4 cats, which seems crazy because they sleep most of the time. But when they're not sleeping, they're causing trouble. And like, look at her. She seems like she could not cause any. Mango is trying to like gnaw on Jess's hand right now.
She's like sucking on my thumb right now.
Just because she's trying to get some pets.
I know. But Tommy grew up with cats. You're used to cats.
Yeah, I grew up. Yeah, I had two to 3 cats at a time.
Yeah, you had maybe like 5
in total. Yeah.
Yeah, probably around that.
Growing up. And Jess grew up with dogs.
At one point, we had 4 dogs in the house. But we always had at least 2 dogs, 2 to 3 dogs.
Yeah. Jess didn't really know how to like play or pet cats when we first got them.
Well, you can't like tell a cat what to do. If you call a dog over, they'll come over to you, but cat will just look at you like you're an idiot.
If they even look at you.
If they look at you.
Ugh, but Mango will come to you instantly.
Of course she will. I think our cats are actually really good though, and they know their names pretty well.
Oh yeah,
I feel like it's kind of uncommon for cats.
We kind of train them. We stare at them and we're like, okay, Mango,
like Mango,
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 until they
look at you.
It. We do that with the cats. We train their names.
Yeah. You leave soon though. How are you feeling for your trip? Are you excited?
I am excited. I'm still getting over this little sickness. It's just like mucus now that's in my system, which is kind of annoying. It just needs to flush out, but energy levels are great. I'm feeling good. It's only a short flight out there, 2.5 hours. Mm-hmm. So that's always nice.
How many days are you skiing?
I'm there for 3 days, skiing 2 of the 3 days.
You'll have one like little downtown walk around day.
Yeah, we'll walk around downtown, find something to do. But it's just always a vibe out there in those mountain villages.
Oh, well, me and Tommy have a little tradition where if one of us goes on a trip without the other, we have to bring them back like a t-shirt or a sweatshirt from that place.
Oh, you're right.
So I'm excited to see what you'll bring back for me.
I forgot to do it when I was in Vegas.
You did.
But because we've been to Vegas so many times, I didn't think about it.
I know. But I don't want to text him. Cause I remember, but I don't want to text him being like, hey, don't forget to buy me a shirt.
Guys, I did bad.
I know.
I did bad there.
You did.
And I'm sorry.
But maybe I'll wear the shirt you get me in the next podcast. they can see what it is. We'll record when you get back.
Yeah, because I'm literally leaving in a few hours.
Yeah.
Hopping on the flight, and then I'll be back in a few days.
Yeah.
Record again. We're going to try to do these podcasts twice a week.
We might as well, because all we do is sit in the house and talk anyways.
Yeah, so might as well record it.
Just record it.
The only thing is the editing takes a while.
It's not too bad.
No.
What I don't like about the editing is I don't like listening to my voice. But I think it's like good exposure therapy for me. Yeah. I have to get used to hearing my voice.
And I like listening to my voice, but in these podcasts, what I learned from the first episode is I don't like listening to my voice where I'm critiquing it. Because I'm always wanting to like better how I'm saying something, better how I'm talking. And I just constantly critique myself when I listen. Yeah,
we've done one episode and Tommy sat me down last night. He's like, all right, this is what we have to change. We have to be better at this. And I'm like, Tommy, it's our, like we're going to figure it out as we go. Like it's not too serious yet.
Yeah, I'm a bit intense sometimes.
A little bit. It's good though. You have like, you're very motivated and you want to figure out like what works. But I'm like, don't fix what's not broken.
Exactly. So we hope you guys enjoyed listening to episode 2 of...
You say, because I say it every time.
Don't ask.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of like the thing.
Is that the thing?
Yeah. Don't be an asshole.
Is that their names? I don't know if I want to call people that.
I like kids I know. I don't know if we've had enough people listed in yet. Do you want to be called assholes?
Is that like offensive?
Is that offensive?
Or maybe put some other names.
But low key, my audience is kind of assholes. They're always judging me like the way if they're the ones listening, they're always judging me.
I feel like your followers,
they just make fun of me.
They hate watch you. they watch you to figure out what they don't like about what you're doing.
Right?
Yeah.
So they are assholes.
I mean, there you go.
But we love you, assholes.
Yeah.
We love assholes. No? Yeah, maybe
we'll see you guys later. Tommy, stop talking again.
Okay, love you guys.
Bye, Mango.
Bye.